Gaffer, as Easter weekends go, this one was pretty good, wasn't it?
Oh, the best. You know, I think we were getting there was some snippets about last year, wasn't it, and what we'd done at Fleetwood, etc. There was few of them floating around, and good times in football are so few and far between. And today, for me, it's probably, in my opinion, a better achievement than we done last year, because this squad last year in League One was very strong, and it would have been a big problem if we didn't go up because we were good. But when you come into this level, the game changes, the world changes. You've got so many good teams, none more so than Preston today. At times today, even with 10 men, especially for a spell in the second half, Preston were excellent, and that just shows you the level of clubs around, clubs that have been in the league for 4 years, probably more than us, or 3 years, whatever it is. Great credit to Alex and his players for building teams like that. But for us, it's a great day. We've had so many disappointing days. We've had so much criticism at times, and sometimes as a manager, the criticism and everything can hurt, because you've got a young team, none more so than Rhys James, Shea Dunkley, Cedric Keeper, Andy Robinson, Christian Walton, all playing in your back 4 or 5 early on, and to stay up as they've done today, I'm so pleased, and I'm so pleased for everyone.
Given the effort on Friday, how good was that performance and result? Because it must have been tough to get them ready for today.
Yeah, and it was probably tough picking the same team when you knew, the likelihood. I said to the lads at half time, if we weren't winning 1-0, we'd have said we've picked the wrong team because we look leggy, tired, off the pace. But then you're doing a disservice to Preston. Preston were excellent at times today in penetration, in movement. Probably not in clear-cut chances, but that come on the back of only having 10 men. I'm sure if Preston would have kept 11 men on the pitch, they'd have caused us more problems than they actually did. So, we wish Alex's staff and them well. We've tried our best to conduct ourselves well in adverse times through the season, but tonight's very much a night for the players, and I'm absolutely delighted for every single one of them.
Ideal start for you as well, wasn't it, for Leon getting the goal?
Well, we didn't start the game. Everything you could write about an off day can't be written today because you've won 2-0, and we've stayed up, unfortunately, for Rotherham and Millwalls and Readings, the teams that are still involved, and there's so much pressure involved for them teams. We wish them all well. Rotherham, who have continued that fight under Paul this year, and they've excelled, in my opinion, a lot more so than any of the teams, because in terms of finance, Rotherham are the ones way bottom of them graphs. And great credit to Paul and his players for continuing that fight, albeit in really difficult waters. So we wish all them teams well. For ourselves now, we look to the end of the season, what the future holds for us as a club. Everyone
was a bit nervous a few days ago, so you must have been pleased for the fans. They were just enjoying it at the end there. They knew obviously the other scores and stuff.
It's important, isn't it? During the season, everyone can get lost in what goes on. Nowadays, you only have to look a minute, and every manager gets criticised, and if some things aren't going well, it's sack the manager. And that's football, I've got no problem with it. That's the job we're in. But if managers aren't given a period to see what the end product will be, we'll never know. At times this year, probably after Blackburn and 1 or 2 other teams, we looked in trouble. But to finish the season how we have, I think that's 1 defeat in 7 or 8. It's 9 unbeaten at home. We've just took 4 points off Leeds, Norwich, and we've just beat Preston to have 7. We're on a fantastic run, and fortunately we started the season well, we're finishing it well, and obviously in the middle of it we missed out a little bit, but hey, that's football.
And you must feel you're reaping the rewards for the faith you've put in your players as well.
I always have done, as you interview me, and I don't turn on the players, because not just the players learning, I'm learning, the staff are learning, and it's hard for managers sometimes, because if something goes wrong, it's because you haven't managed at the level, or you're tactically not right, or something like that. There's so much detail in football nowadays, and managers and staff and everyone, they are quite clued into what goes on, but sometimes it comes down to players. And in difficult leagues sometimes your players aren't as good as other people's players, and sometimes people don't like admitting that. For us, it's been a case of managing disappointment and responding to disappointment, and boy, have our lads responded to disappointment. They really haven't. To put the run together like they have at the end of the season now, I absolutely applaud them.
You mentioned getting safe might give you an opportunity to use academy players. Could that be something that happens in the final 2 games?
We've just got to wait and see, because one of the big things that we all know with football, the integrity of the game, that for example Birmingham and Millwalls and teams, if Millwall come here last game still needing something, then we owe it to the rest of the teams to make sure that we're as competitive as we can be. So would that be correct to do that? Well, we'll wait and see. We'll discuss that with everyone at the club. But for me now, we've jumped above QPR tonight, we're above Reading. We've never been this lofty since October gone, so we can enjoy it. We can look forward to the summer, the pre-season to go again, but within that we want to finish the season strong. We haven't been on a run this strong for a long time.